What's going on, LEGO Maniacs? It's Ty, the LEGO guy here, and welcome to another Old School Wednesday review. Today, we're journeying to the LEGO Adventurers theme and actually taking a look at the Dino sub-theme. And the set in particular we're taking a look at is the Dino Explorer. That's set 5934. It has 88 pieces, 2 minifigs, retailed for $15 US, and it came out in 2000. Now nowadays this set's going for only 37 new or 22 used, and I love doing these adventure sets that are not worth too much but are actually quite good. I actually like this set a lot more than I thought I was actually going to initially, but we're gonna get into exactly why. But enough talk, let's get right into it. And to start us off, we'll begin by taking a look at the smaller build that's included in this set, along with the pterodactyl. Let's give you guys a 360 view. Pretty simple little build, but I like the atmosphere it basically gives off. Why I say that, it has a little fireplace, it has that little pot, also has that little gas, what looks to be a gas can almost. Might be water as well, I'm not really quite sure what it is. Give you guys a little bit closer view of the pterodactyl. Now it is in one color, unfortunately, but that was the way it was back in the early 2000s. The mold, though, is actually very good. I think they did a pretty decent job at that. Anyways, let's now take a look at the meat of the set. And now we've come to the tractor car, or tank jeep, as I like to call it. This is extremely unique. Again, I've never seen an adventure, I'll be saying this a number of times in this review, an adventure car that's quite like this, with tractor treads, which is part of the reason I love it. Like, it's just very, very unique. I remember looking at this set when I was a kid and thinking that this was just kind of awesome, and I always wanted it. Finally got it now. Let's give you guys a little bit closer view. Now, one of the things that I really like about this set, which I do mention quite often with the adventure theme, just a piece that they have, is you can fit 2 minifigs. This is something they haven't done until basically 2020 with the Speed Champion sets, being able to fit 2 minifigs in a space about this size. So I do quite like that. I also like the fact that you can drive it around if you're a kid. Now, this isn't going to go very far just because these treads tend to stick, but it does have some good playability as far as, that goes. The other thing too, let's give you guys a little bit closer view of the basically cabin of the vehicle. They have that authentic adventure little 1x2 printed piece. It has a thermometer in there, speed gauge, all that good stuff. And then in the back here, you can actually very easily remove this little crate because there is 1x2 basically flat pieces in there, grill pieces, and it has all their little tools. I love the adventures for that. They just have so many little gadgets and gizmos. The other thing that I liked about this is check how big this engine is on this car. I want to say that this is the largest smaller vehicle out of the adventure theme. They don't get any bigger than that. But yeah, that pretty well does the set. We're actually going to take a look at the instruction manual just because this is something I found extremely unique with this particular model. And what that is they actually have instructions for the alternate build to this set. I've never seen that in any other LEGO set. So you can make this awesome looking little boat. I just thought that was really cool. And then in the very back, you have all the different dinosaur species and what sets you can kind of get them in. They got the Tyrannosaurus Rex, the Stegosaurus, Triceratops, and Pterodon. Have I been calling it wrong all these years? I believe that's just another species of the pterodactyl. They're different. I just always call it the pterodactyl. Anyways, let's now take a look at the minifigs. And here we have the 2 minifigs that are included. These are probably the most common adventure minifigs, especially Johnny Thunder. Charles Lightning was generally in bigger sets, or small, the small big sets, let's say, but Johnny Thunder is basically in everything. But it is the adventure theme. Johnny Thunder is the main character. And I do quite like these figs. They are simple. There's no back torso printing, back face printing, none of that. However, The hat mold for Johnny Thunder's fantastic. I also love the fact that he always has like a little pistol in his belt, it looks like, and his little bandana. And then Charles Lightning looks kind of more dignified, kind of like he reminds me very much of Dr. Jones from Indiana Jones. All in all, great looking figs. They're classics. Let's now get into the end of the review and get my final thoughts. Well guys, that was my review. Do hope you enjoyed it. This set's actually pretty good. You get two of the main characters from the adventurer theme. You get this awesome looking little side piece with this pterodactyl. And the vehicle is actually not bad. Like I don't know of any other set this size, or car this size, I should say, from the adventure theme that's this kind of like rugged, kind of like it's a tractor and a car. You can see it sort of as like an all-terrain vehicle. It's almost like they mixed a tank and one of the normal Jeeps we've got from the adventure theme. And that's why I love this set. Also, the fact that you can get it for so cheap nowadays is also a huge positive in my books, just because so many adventure sets are worth so much money, unfortunately. But let me know what you guys think about this one, if you like it, if you don't, any areas you think they could maybe improve on it. I just think for the price it's at and for the price it retailed when it came out, very fair. It's actually relatively sizable, and I think it's worth the buy. But yeah, that's all I got for you today. But if you like this video, leave it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, definitely consider subscribing and click that bell so you're notified for any future Old School Wednesday reviews that we do. We do 2 or maybe even 3 of them a month, and I really, really enjoy doing them. But yeah, that's all I got for you again. But thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.